And we're live for what is possibly our last game of this year. And actually the last game on this channel for this year. Welcome everybody to D&D Aetherseed Cycle of Stars, well, I already said it, D&D live play game set in my own homebrew world in a modern era. So it's industrialized like might of magic, and you can buy cantrips in the pharmacy. Before we jump into tonight's proceedings, I will quickly go around the room and we can tell you who they are and who they are playing. We are missing a player tonight, having a severe case of the can't play tonight because real life sucks. So for now, let's just go with RaQui. Kat, take it away.
Hi, I am Kat. I am playing RaQui MriTtyur, the Aarakocra Bard / Warlock. Let's go to Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I play Will Soul, or if you want to use her full name, Will-O-Wisp. I am Fire Dynasty chef clerk.
Remember the name of the class. Good.
Yeah, Nate.
Hello, I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol Ramanesh, the Craggling Fighter.
Last time was a bit of an eventful one. Errol decided to take the offer and have a medical procedure done that would enable him to use mana, use magical abilities. After completing said procedure, came face to face with his benefactor, his dear old grandfather, who had a very vested interest in ensuring that his magical abilities were not fully disabled or compromised from having spent his formative years in the Republic. He has issues, but we're not gonna dive into them unless in the future Errol desperately wants to reconnect with Grandpa. While at the hospital, Will saw a display of master kitchen craft and nearly had a heart attack and went for a walk. And by the will of the dice and a nice roll, found there was a familiar face staying at the hospital. It was her girlfriend Clara, who was in full traction after an event happening in her latest military exercise. By event, meaning the prior military contractors that were doing the training with had somehow crossed her, so she invaded their barracks and shut them all to hell. But something happened, and in the process, shut herself to hell. Things happen. Clara tends to go a bit overboard. Just a bit. But just because she's in recovery doesn't mean things can't get hot and steamy with Will, which they did. And in fact, everyone could tell that something was off with Will because she was literally glowing. The fire in her skin and in her veins, brighter than usual. The party also made some decisions on what to do with Olo and his family. His long lost, well, the family think he is long lost. And in fact, is almost a history thing in Cardiff. Very important. There's a foundation and everything. So that decision is still pending. Will made a new friend at the Seekers Guild, providing coffee, and was rewarded with chocolate chip cookies. And finally, our group was handed their first gig. Their first gig that being to track down a group of tourists who got separated from their tour guides. You've just been handed the file. We're going to jump right into that moment. You've just been handed the files. The file comes from some of the higher ups at a tour guide company called the Cardis Culture, as in makes a coming from the word culture and tour, the Cardis Culture. Everything has a branding in Cardis. 3 individuals are missing. You have been given photos of them. They're more like scans of their, travel papers and that sort of thing. It is a group of 2 humans and what looks to be an elven individual. The last place they were seen was the Museum of History in this district in Avis, which, as we established last game, is almost like the culture to entertainment borough for Cardis. And as for those just joining us, Cardis, this is another country. It is considered the center of the world. It's pretty much located more or less in the center of the world. And it's also the center for commerce and money in this world. It's all markets end and die in Cardis. It's made up of 9 boroughs, which are essentially, in each borough is a city in itself, with its own. Though they're that big, 9 of them. This is the first one they've been sent to, Avis, and for the duration of what the guild considers their training, they will be working throughout the 9 boroughs. So you've been given your task and told that you will be receiving a payment at the end of the job.
Where have we been asked to take them to when we find them?
You've been asked to take them to the offices of the Cardis Culture, or to contact them to see if you can bring them to the active tour that they were going on. It all depends on the timeline. If the tour has already ended, bring them to the offices. If not, contact the offices and they will give you. In any way, contact the offices and they'll tell you where to go.
Got it. Okay.
How do they? I know this is probably a really stupid question, but how do we know that they're actually missing? Like, how long did they wait before they?
They moved there's already all that information is already transcribed on the file.
Mhm.
The receptionist of the Secret Guild tells you that normally it would be up to you to do that kind of interview with a client, but they're easing you in. That information is already provided. It says that the tour guide saw them when they were counting heads before leaving the venue, but on arrival to the next venue, they were not there.
Okay, so it was between places that they disappeared. Okay,
yeah, but the last place they were seen
was at that
was the
museum.
History Museum. Yes.
Where were they heading to? What was the second location where they were confirmed missing?
The second location is the Galatea Theater.
Okay.
It is RaQui, you know this as a local. It is a very famous theater, for theater productions and such. Perhaps the most lavish. This is the kind of grand opera theater that you see in movies, where all the big climactic moments happen.
Either they just weren't interested in that or something went awry in between.
Will get out her map that she purchased.
Yes.
And
the only person aside from RaQui, RaQui doesn't need to. Will, the only person who took the homework of get the lay of the land seriously.
Yeah. And she will mark out where the museum was and where the theater was. And
you can clearly see clearly there's a set of roads that lead you
Yeah.
there.
But also she'll kind of mark where the other place, like other roads are in as well, just in case they took a different turn, or there's like, she'll do like a radius around it of like
you
where
start
they could have
scratching
gone.
that map to the turn them back. The funny thing, it is digital, so you're just marking locations, zooming out, tapping and tipping.
RaQui, are there any other locations in kind of a pretty close radius that you think might have been of interest that perhaps the tour wouldn't have covered?
RaQui, if you wish to know that, I'll have you make either a history or an investigation check, whichever you prefer.
I asked the local.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's go investigation. That is better. Oh, that is not a good start. 9 + 9, 18.
18.
Not a bad start. Good start.
There are a couple of places. There are 3 places nearby that are, you would say, equally attractive to tourists. Maybe. One is the Grand Court Cineplex. Self-explanatory. It's just a gigantic movie theater. It is very famous for having, for being a very small building, but it has 55 movie like theaters. They're all in pocket planes. So it's the Grand Cineplex, but from the outside it's a fucking shack. But everything inside is just clever uses of magical technology.
Mm-hmm. That actually might be a good shout, because if they've been gone for a certain amount of time, they may have gone into one of these
Just
cinemas
shopping.
potentially.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. So we can maybe check
the-
out the security cameras or something around there.
The other one is the Devil's Tail. It is the oldest pub in Avis.
We should also check out
Also
that
a
place
good-
as well.
Also a good choice.
And it is one of its claims to fame is that it has booze made by devils themselves, and it's like millennium old casks of wine and other liquor, and because of shenanigans, they've not just completely turned into vinegar, but have become, richer with time and infernal influence.
Movie theater pub.
And
the third
the last one is the Acolytus racetrack, where you can see all manner of races. Either, there's people racing, horse racing, and other creatures as well.
Before we set off, can I just ask what access the Seekers have to security cameras, traffic cameras, etc. around the city?
You would need to ask them on location, and it'll depend. It'll be a case by case. You
Okay.
cannot demand it as police would.
Yeah.
It is, if they want to help, they'll help.
Yeah.
Errol will check his phone and message Olo and probably get a message back to say he's out. Just to check on him and make sure he's not just sleeping in.
There isn't a reply. You saw him go up to his room, but hasn't responded.
I'll check with reception and just say, has he left or is he?
We haven't seen him.
I'll be right back, and I'll go and double check that he's not in his room.
You knock on his door. There's no response. You try the door is open. Go in. He's not there.
off
You
somewhere.
do see a cracked open window.
Classic. Olo escaping through the back. Right, I know about Dan and tell the others that he's incognito. I've messaged him. If he's not back by this evening, we can panic, but until
That's
then.
fine. We can sort this out. It's just a missing person and cases.
Yeah, let's look for the other missing people.
Can I just ask, so the route between the Museum of History and the Galatea Theatre, obviously there's these other three. Which one would they have potentially come across first, second, and third?
Pretty much in the order I gave them to.
Okay, super. Right, where do you guys want to start?
It'd probably be easier to see if they are at the pub.
I mean, there's
They'd have gone past
pocket dimensions.
There's also the of course, those are the tourist venues. There's also, a million other businesses along the way.
Shall we start at the Museum of History then and see whether or not we can get access to the security footage just to make sure that they have actually left?
Yeah, that's true, because they might have gone back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start at point A.
Yep.
So you drive your way to the Museum of History and go in. The Museum of History is massive. And it is considered let's call it the most important museum, has the biggest collections of Italian history in the world. It's also known as the Museum of Cyclical History because it has artifacts from pretty much every cycle the world has gone through. Some, of course, are reproductions because as tend to happen with the different cycles of history in this world, they tend to end in one cataclysm or another. So, getting artifacts when the world gets wiped clean, not that easy. But they have historic records and have, some stuff done with magical shenanigans to determine, what may have happened. For example, there is let's call it a representation, almost like a little hologram of what is theorized to be the cradle's fall in the cradle cycle, which, as history indicates, made the world go kablooey. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Nate.
Peer pressure.
There's also, for example, in these the event that precipitated this cycle, the cycle of stars, the event that finished the previous cycle was the starfall, where in a climactic battle in a mage civil war, wizards starting bringing stars down from the sky, almost like it not suns, of course, but more, the light from the skies as, magical missiles. Essentially, they nuked themselves to death and, went an entire section of a continent go kablooey. So, the world is filled with a whole lot of those.
Big holes.
Yeah, there's also, of course, samples of early, filament technology and those elements that correspond to the current cycle. Though it, in that regard, it pales in comparison to the museum that the Foundation in Maru has. Because, of course, they make that shit. But it has a whole lot of foot traffic. There's elements from every culture, and what you know about Cardiff is that The museum has deals with, because everything is a deal in Cardis. The museum has deals with museums and governments across the world, and they kind of do both a set of like almost like cultural exchanges, where it's like we give you these artifacts, you give us some of yours, or replicas are sent from different places to display them here. It depends. If it's something too rare that the local government or culture doesn't really want to share, doesn't want to risk it being lost in transport or stolen or anything, they'll send replicas, and those are housed in this museum. Because in terms of travel, more people come to Cardiff than they visit every other country, generally speaking, being a center of commerce, culture, and trade and all of that. But yeah, it is huge.
We should find the front desk and just see if we can access some cameras, or whether or not they saw anything odd about these individuals when they were here.
You come to the front desk and you don't see anyone at the front. Instead, you see a set of wooden blocks sitting at the front of the desk. They're in different shapes, and it looks like some of them may stack together. And there's a card there's like a little card says, "If you wish for aid, finish the puzzle."
Can I stack them up?
Let's have you make allow any inside investigation.
Good. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Let's try it. I'm actually all right with this. 13.
It takes you're gonna succeed anyway. It's just the time it takes. It is a child's. It's not exactly a child's puzzle, but it's not a complicated one. But in the typical Errol way of trying to not having issues deciding on the way to go and suspecting foul play at every step, there's a degree of indecision with the way you're building the thing, until it takes you like 20 minutes to get it done.
I don't pass it on to someone else.
But eventually you do manage to build it, and the moment you build it, it flies out of your hand, hovers for a moment, and it begins to almost like a fractal begin to like multiply and create a shape until there's a wooden like almost like a candle standing there and says, "Welcome to the museum. What can I aid you with today?"
We're here from the Seekers Guild. We are looking for a member of the security team that we might be able to speak to.
"I will contact the floor manager." And he collapses into a pile of pieces.
Thanks. I'm gonna scoop them up and put them back.
Eventually, you see a door opens and someone like clearly the doorway is too small for them. It's kind of leaning, squeezing, and a large hippopotamus man comes. Someone says, "Hello, can we help you today?"
Excellent. Hi, yes. Hello, we're from the Seekers Guild. We've got a job and we were wondering if you could give us a hand.
It depends on what you need.
So the last known location of the folk that we're trying to find was here, and we wondered if we could review security footage to see if we could see whether there was anything up with them, definitely which direction they left.
Sorry. The people you're trying to find, what is this about?
We're here from the so we're from the Seekers Guild, and
Yes, you have
show my
stated that
thing.
twice already, and you have failed to give me any relevant information.
Okay, we're looking for 3
basically-
individuals, and then I'll go into a description of the individuals we're looking for and the tour group.
And they
then
have
this was the
committed a
last known
crime.
location.
No, they've just gone missing. We're trying to figure out which location, where they may have gone.
And you think they're here because?
This was their last known location.
We're just wondering if there's potentially a camera that is outside that may have seen them, if they left with the group or not, and then we will be on our way.
Right. Who will make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm not good at this. Oh no, I am. I'm kind of okay with persuasion, but still. That's unfair. 13 instead of 23.
Because here's the thing. At no point have you said, they were part of a tour. They went missing. We've
If
been
it
asked
fails,
to find
can
them
I
by the tour
interject?
company. You've not stated any of that. You just went in, give us the cameras.
Right.
Finding people. Why?
Yeah.
So, of course, he's like, give us cameras. Oh, what? But 13 is announced. I will need to see some verifiable identification.
Yeah, we have a letter, right? That's about the job.
I mean,
I need to see proof that
we
you
do
are
our-
seekers.
Oh
We do
yeah,
our
we've got
thingy.
proof of seekers. Also, we'll be hired by a tour company.
I need. Literally just takes your hand, Errol. Just his gigantic
doing it.
hand and closes
That's
yours.
what I was saying. I was doing my little
Pulls
thingy
it
so that
and
it
just
came up.
does himself the thing around the ring. Right, certified, trainee, whatever. Very well, Chip, come on, carry on. And walks back through the tiny door for him. He goes, oh, bloody, and grabs the door and almost like it's rubber, expands it, and then walks through normal. And after he's gone by, it snaps back to its normal size.
It's stuck under it.
Oh, no, you fit perfectly fine. He's just far bulkier than you.
Horns that normally get caught.
Dimensions are very different, Errol.
Tall, not wide.
Yeah. Takes you back into the security office, and there is a very gruff looking Minotaur leaning back in his chair. The chair is like, 5 arrows fit in that one. And he's leaning back. Dude's built, like most Minotaurs, built like a brick shed house. And by his side is a female guard. She is in a strange chair that doesn't have a back, but only has like the seating, and it is wider than usual because she's a centaur. And all of her hooves have essentially centaur sneakers.
Go faster.
So it doesn't slip on the marble floors. They're both there just eating popcorn and just watching the monitors. As you come in, they go, "Oh, director, can we help?" The mentor goes and hides the popcorn. Yes, these individuals need access to the cameras to find some people that apparently have gone missing. Give them all the help they need. Well, I have things to attend to. Goodbye, and goes out the room.
Thank you. We appreciate your help.
The centaur lady turns and says, "Okay, right, what? What's going on? Did someone die?
No, there's a tour group here. Some people have gone missing from the tour group. We're trying to figure out where they may have
give me
split off
time
to.
frame.
I give them the time frame that we've provided.
They look back at the cameras and you find the point where the tour company is leaving and you see the 3 individuals peel off away from the group while still inside the museum as the tour is leaving the building. The cameras follow them and they exit. They leave through a side exit. And the only camera outside that sees that spot sees them leaving towards a nearby side street.
I get my map out.
Which direction is that heading in?
Towards on your map, it is going through a side street that is not going to any of the different locales that you saw. Just going down a street.
Okay.
But what's near that street? Is there anything else?
There's a few cafes. From connecting to the map app, there is an old restaurant that is right now in remodeling. There is, and a few shops there, a few pharmacies, a few stores, a hardware store, that sort of thing.
Is there anything like a shop that's facing the street that's potentially may have a camera outside?
You would need to go there and see. The map wouldn't tell you the position of, city cameras.
Oh no, not city cameras, but if there's like a store.
Most of the businesses are facing the street.
Okay.
Business entrances usually do.
No,
okay.
They're not up to any no good in here at least.
Make an insight check.
Oh, that's better. 23.
From the body language and the way they wait until the last second to get out, they seem to know where they're going and what they're doing.
Do we notice anybody else on the camera either leaving shortly before or shortly after that looks suspicious?
No.
Okay.
They know what they're doing, whatever it is they're up to. They are.
Do they have the Seekers done any background checks or anything, or is that something we should be doing?
You would have to call and ask.
Do we get the names of these people or just descriptions?
Yeah, you have the names. They're in their travel documents.
Do a cursory DrakeNet search of them.
You find social media profiles. Latest posts of different bird app and a different photo app saying, super excited being Cardiff. Looking forward to meeting new people and, look at and establishing potential new businesses. But first, first play, then work.
And they're all linked together, these 3 people.
Yeah, they appear on the photos together.
Oh, okay. Could be just looking at potential spots to base themselves, although it's a bit of a weird side street to be doing that in.
We should probably call someone who might be able to look this up. Should we call our computer wizard? See if she might be able to help us?
I mean, you can. I don't know if this quite warrants Aldara.
I mean, if you want to make a phone call, then make a phone call. But I think we also need to move to potentially follow them at the same time, because
Yes.
The longer that we take, the further away they're going to get.
Which I completely agree with. So I will call Aldara whilst we're leaving.
Thanks, guys, and I'll, shake hands with the security officer.
They help you find, and just the central lady sees you out. Her seekers making horrific screeching sounds on the marble, and it's 4 of them at the same time.
You don't get many people running out through that exit, do you, or is it a common occurrence?
It's a fire emergency, the side exit only in emergencies, and we really try not to have those, cultural artifacts and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so weird for people to be sneaking out the side, not just teenagers.
I mean, it happens, but yeah, it's not usual.
Right. Thank you. Much appreciate your help.
And she squeaks back to the guard post.
Right, I'll head out that way and try to retrace their steps as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. You're heading down that side street. What's your plan?
Can I have a look around for a building that has got potential security camera that gives quite good coverage of the street that may
Make
show
a
the direction they
perception
went?
check or investigation. Whichever you prefer.
Hand. Don't know if I can give you a hand.
You can provide aid and give her advantage.
It's okay. 27.
How much?
Need me.
27.
27.
27. You find a couple of buildings. There's a small bank at the corner, so they definitely have cameras. And there's a few other businesses nearby, a couple coffee shops that would also have them.
Do we someone want to go ask the bank and someone want to go ask in the coffee shop? They may be, they might just be stopped somewhere. We might pass them.
So if you guys go and ask, I'll call Aldara.
Yep. I can take the bank if you want to take the coffee shop.
Got it. I want it.
Okay, so you call Aldara. It rings a few times and it goes, "Hello."
Hi, Aldara. You probably guess it's me. But I was wondering if you could look up 3 names. I want to see the backgrounds on them. Potentially they may be up to something, but they might not be up to something. They are currently part of a missing person case.
Trying to cheat already on your first job. I
That's
like
not
it. I like
cheating.
it. I love it. Let's do it.
Okay. I didn't realize it was cheating, but okay, sure. Let's do
You're
it.
supposed to be doing the legwork. It's part of the training.
We are doing
I'm
legwork.
all for shortcuts. I'm all for shortcuts. Give me a moment. And Aldara just does her thing. Says, right, so looking at 2 of them, everything seems to be normal.
Mm-hmm.
Their other friend does seem to be on the spicy side of life.
Mm-hmm.
That's spicy.
As in, I don't want to use the word trafficking, but
Mm-hmm.
it does come up a lot in his file.
Okay.
There's some illegal filament modules here, pirate kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some weaponry, definitely some drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's an independent entrepreneur, yeah.
Okay. And you can track GPS and stuff, right?
I could.
Like where I am right this second.
I
It's
could.
like, don't let me get damaged.
I could tell you that you are on the street you are in the Avis district. Give me a second. You're kind of glowing. What happened?
Are you looking through a security camera right now?
I may have taken over a military satellite, but let's not get into the details.
Are you able to look at footage from this military satellite?
Yes, but I cannot see through walls.
No.
So if anything happened in walls, I won't be able to see it.
But
Unless I know the location, in which case I may be able to see it.
Are you able to look at whatever time these people left? Like if the time what it says on the video, the security cam at the museum. And are you able to check where they went?
Will's like, I want to cheat the whole hog.
Make
I'm not cheating.
make a persuasion check.
I'm not cheating. I'm literally asking for yes, thank you, natural 20, 24.
Again, the point of all this that you're supposed to whatever, yeah, I'll find them.
Wait, we're meant to be using resources, right? That we have.
That's all I am to you, a resource. No worries, I got it.
I mean, you're not, but you know.
You get a ping on your phone, and then it's an address.
Amazing.
And it's that restaurant that's being remodeled.
Cool. And to answer your question that you asked me earlier, I may have seen somebody very close to me, so that is why I'm all bright red right now.
Right. Give me a second. And just a few types, and you hear the clacking of the keywords. Right, Clara's in the hospital. Right, right.
Yes.
Well, have fun. But
yep.
Now that I got you on the phone.
Yes.
And everything requires payment in some way. So because he likes to be Mr. Broody and mysterious and dangerous,
yes.
What the fuck is going on with Olo?
I have no idea. Other than the fact that obviously he found out about he didn't exactly Google search his name, but we found that information out because we saw about the fundraisers and stuff and let him know. He is kind of having a bit of a freak out about it.
I try to point him in that direction a whole lot, but he wouldn't really pay attention.
I can imagine.
Right. Well,
you might want to tell her that he's not here right now.
He also isn't here, so it's just the three of us at the moment.
Right. So I am let me look into that.
You might want to do some
Vicky's girlfriend on him.
You see her tone goes very serious for a moment, and he goes, "You don't think he is back to his old tricks, do you?"
No. In regards to what I think you're referring to, no. I think he is lost.
He's a grown-ass man. He better find himself.
Yes, and I completely agree with you. I mean, who wants just instant noodles for food? Like, what is that all about?
Reminds me, I haven't had lunch. I think I have some instant noodles.
No. You're not gonna have. You're gonna actually, right? You want me to pay you back? I will cook you a nice meal.
You're in a different country, Will.
That's fine. I will cook you a nice meal when you next are around. Or
in the meantime, I will have a nice cup of noodles. Bye-bye, and hangs up. And your phone is bombarded by a series of messages or just photos of cup noodles flavors.
That is fine. I will just have to send her proper food pictures back and be like, this is what you should be eating. But in the meantime, I will then ping the other two and say, I've got an address. Let's go.
I will give me a persuasion check straight up from Errol and RaQui.
One each.
No, just Errol and RaQui.
Okay.
20.
26.
You both get access to the cameras, and you see that they have been walking down the street. And then you get a call from Will saying, "I got the address."
I'll order coffees for everybody whilst I'm here in a bid for trying to be nice.
You're in the tourist district, so you get pay. You get charged tourist prices. They're gonna be 10 crests for the coffees.
I bring coffee to everybody. Now, quick if we've got an address.
We can drink it as we go.
You drink it, and you come to that restaurant. The the restaurant's called Oh My Devil.
Oh, good.
Okay.
It says, closed for the modeling. We'll be back soon. And the windows are, it's like paper on them to keep them from seeing on the inside.
Is there a way of getting in?
I mean, there's a door.
And is it padlocked? Is it just locked? Is it?
You try it, and it clicks open.
Let's go inside.
Because you have a high passive perception. When you're about to open, you do see that it does have a bell.
Can I just?
If you had fully open, it would have gone cling.
Yeah. No. Let's see.
If you point it out, can Errol just reach up and hold the bell
Yeah.
so it doesn't
Yeah,
go
that'll
ding?
be. Let's have you make a sleight of hand.
Good. Yeah, I'm great with that stuff. Okay. 18.
You reach in and
Oh, wait, hang on.
grab and,
Yeah, still
and
busted.
keep a hold of the bell, like get it quietly out of the way, so you can push the door open. Everybody can go in, and you lock it and put the bell back where it was. You're the inside. The place is wrecked. And it does look like there's been some remodeling being done. There's like chairs stacked to a side. Tables have been moved, but the floor is cracked open. Someone's just destroyed the bar. The kitchen, everything's been pulled out. Someone's completely overhauling this place. It is a very large open space right now. There's some tools, some scaffolding, some tarp over things. And then there's a door at the back that leads to another section, or some other place, because nothing that you can see here, because you can clearly see into the kitchen. There's a giant hole. Nothing here seems to be out of the ordinary.
Over to
Before
everybody.
we go any further, can I just use one of my look-sees from my weaver?
Right. You use your look-see model, which essentially detect magic. There is a magical presence here. It is seeping from it's all around you. Like it seems to be almost like coming off the floor. It is a very strong evocation aura.
I'm just gonna explain that to Will and Errol so that they both know.
Oh, like, is that bad magic?
It's magic.
At the moment, we don't know.
Mm.
We're whispering together. Errol's just going to be like, are we proceeding in stealth, or should we just call out if they're here and they're just ducking out of the tour? Then
Well, they could be in the middle of doing something shady.
should we be alerting the authorities?
It's a bit of an odd place to go if you're backing out of the tour. Why not just go and grab a coffee or go and watch a film or go somewhere else? Why would you go to a restaurant that is currently being remodeled?
Because they're
Agreed.
doing
It's weird.
something dodgy. We should probably alert the Seekers. Wait, we are the Seekers. We should.
We should tell the Seekers. Oh wait,
Well,
also we probably shouldn't tell the police if we need to make sure that we're not just telling them random shit.
mm-hmm.
So you want to go quietly have a look?
Yes, quietly have a look.
I'll stay several miles away from you guys. You're stealthy.
I mean,
No.
Disadvantage on my stealth check. There's not. I'm gonna stay up here.
Only if you have your armor on.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, sure.
I mean,
You haven't summoned your armor, so at this moment you don't have this advantage. The wonders of filament technology.
Are we all going? Is one of us going?
You're right now standing in an empty ass room.
We're going downstairs, right? That's where we're
There's
going.
no down. You haven't seen any downstairs.
No, there's
I
a
thought there
room.
was a.
You only see
There's
a
a room.
door at the back. That's the only thing
Yeah.
you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's just head towards the door then and take a look
Okay.
through it.
Are you kicking in the door?
Not kicking it in, no.
No. No. We're not opening it. We're not opening it. Can I now use
No, okay.
a
I'm about
charge
to,
of
and then no.
TK to open the
Yeah,
door?
you mage hand.
Yeah.
You open the door, and it leads to a hallway at the end of which are two. It's a branching path into two. One of them just has a picture of a call it a feminine body, and another one a more male body. It's ladies and gents
Twins.
bathrooms. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just cover bases. Let's just go check that there's no one dead in there or something.
Can I keep using my TK to open the doors?
Sure, the doors of the bathrooms are the ones you push open.
Yeah.
And you don't need to push them open because they've been removed.
Oh.
I'm gonna wander in.
Yep.
The men's bathroom's probably only got one stall, so it's not hard to check.
If you're gonna check, have investigation checks.
Oh, very high.
Mm. That's awful. 9.
11.
27.
With a 27, you go into the ladies, I'm guessing, while Errol takes the gents. You go and you realize most of the stalls are missing. In fact, most of it is missing except one sink. Which seems unusual. And you try the sink, the faucet a bit, a couple of times, and at some point you put the knobs in a specific position and you hear a click.
RaQui, did you break it?
You hear something shift, but it's not in this room.
I think just found a secret passageway or door or something. Ooh, something we need to find what this does.
Maybe the men's bathroom.
Just
The
open
men's
floor
bathroom is a
now,
similar
just-
situation, Errol. How much you roll? 18, was it?
No, no, 11.
11. The only
Really
thing you
low.
see in the men's bathroom is a similar situation. There's most of it has been cleared out. It's just a bunch of rubble, except for essentially one urinal and one sink. That's the only thing that is there.
Can't find anything. I'm gonna go. I probably meet the girls in the hallway as they're coming.
As you're going in the hallway, you see that the middle point of that wall that shows the signs, you can clearly now see a seam for a door. In fact, that the wall has has kind of like depressed, has gone like slightly inward.
Are we able to open it?
You try it and it seems to be stuck. Might be something else you need to do. Of course, brute force is always a possibility.
Men's bathroom. Men's bathroom. You did a thing, Ricky, in the
I looked in
female
there.
bathroom.
Oh, what did you do?
Can I
Whatever it
go
was,
have a
didn't do it.
fiddle in the men's bathroom?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
I
have a
closed the
fiddle in the
door.
men's bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Great wording.
We're going over there. Weird time
Uh,
to do it, Ricky.
do you want me to do another roll?
Yeah, make another roll.
Been with Will too
Oh.
long.
Literally the same again, 27.
You try the same thing with the faucet and nothing happens. Then you head over to the urinal where there's like a lever to flush, and you do it and nothing, it doesn't flush. It's not connected to anything. But there's something like the lever doesn't respond properly. So you move it for a moment, like up and down, and almost like it completely almost by accident. You're trying it a couple of times, or like pushing twice, letting go, and then pushing again, and it locks into place. And there's another further sound of like, and you go
I think I
back,
did
and there's a doorway open with a set of stairs leading down.
Hey. Head down then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What's
I'll
the
go
marching
down
order?
first. Look, it's gonna be me first.
Huh?
Because if anyone's gonna feck up a stealth roll, it's me, and I may as well do that at the front of the group rather than at the back.
I'm very squishy, so I'm going in the middle.
Yeah. I'll be at the back. I'll
You go down the first flight of stairs, and then you see a rack that says, "Please always wear a mask." There are no masks on it. From here, you can see there's something of a smell coming from beneath, from the stair leading down.
Just gonna wriggle the shirt off of it.
yeah.
You're heading down?
Ricky, do you have any spare masks?
Do I have any spare masks?
You have
I
the
feel
kind of
like I mean I
You got
definitely
like
have gloves.
paper mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a paper mask, like in case a body turns up. Like, surely you'd have them in your scrubs, right?
I mean I definitely have one. Whether
Yeah.
or not I'd have spares.
Also, Ricky, you're fairly certain that mask would not help you at all here.
No, probably not.
You had a
Also
feeling this
made
is more
for-
the gas mask kind of situation. Oh, headed down?
Can we prop the door open?
I mean, you don't know how. The door literally slid back in and disappeared. It is completely mechanical. I mean, you can try to dig it out of the wall and rip it out. You can try it.
Mm,
We're not doing that yet. Okay.
no.
No, I'm just trying to think of ventilation, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep moving, I think, with as it is.
Yes.
So keep moving.
Keep moving.
Cool. You begin to move, and the lighting here is dimmer. There is just a few lights along the walls, almost in like torch sconces, but it's just like a bit of magical light. Something in the air is giving. You can see that the light is like warm yellow, but you can see that something is giving the everything around you almost like a greenish tinge. And I need all of you to roll con saves for me.
The 13.
23.
Ricky?
7.
Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news, Errol, you're good. There's just a weird smell in the air for you. You cough a couple of moments, but nothing too bad. Will and Ricky, you're both poisoned.
Awesome.
You're not feeling well,
Mhm.
but you make it downstairs. I'm gonna ask you: Are you trying to be stealthy or just going and see if whatever happens?
If this is a dangerous situation,
You
Errol's
don't
an
know that.
advocate.
I feel
have
like
put
stealth
ourselves-
would be
We have
necessity.
put ourselves in a
Yeah.
dangerous situation. We are in a locked room filled with noxious gas. We should probably alert the seekers of where we're at. We're here and we're going to try to handle the situation, but also it seems stupid in an organization that is all about lifting each other up to not say, hey, this is where we're at. We may need someone to know where we are.
Mhm.
Up to you. Are you gonna let them know, or
I feel fine, but you guys seem sick. Ricky, you're our mentor here. I follow your lead, right?
I will
Wow.
message Aldara because we were talking earlier. She knows the location anyway. I will let her know that if things go wrong, please send help, and that we're not feeling too great.
you get a thumbs up? Did you send her a message? Or did you call her?
I messaged her. I did not call her.
Okay. Yeah, you get a thumbs up.
Because we are trying to stealth.
Will
Yeah.
says that she has this handled. I feel fine. I'm just looking out for you
So
guys.
you're stealthing then?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll stealth. Why are you looking at me like that, Nate? This is your choice.
Errol. Oh. Mm.
Mm.
12.
Okay, 12.
I rolled a 10.
13.
Right?
I rolled a dirty 20.
Right. Give me a second to math it out.
Oh dear.
It could have been worse. Could have been a much worse roll. 12 is good for me.
Cool.
Technically
Cool. So you come down, and by the way, just to clarify, RaQui and Will, you rolled with disadvantage, right? Because you're poisoned.
I did not roll
No.
with disadvantage. No.
You were
One
poisoned. You
second.
roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Poison sucks, remember? You get everything goes
Yeah.
down the can.
Mine stays the same.
So mine goes to 15.
You head downstairs, and you find another open space with people. You see a whole lot of people wearing gas masks, working on what seem to be almost, chemistry or chemical tools and stuff. And in the center is a table, and you see your 3 missing people handing a briefcase full of cash. And on the other side is what I can only describe as, imagine Iron Man in a full black armor.
Mhm.
With almost like green glowing lines where the armor joints are and in the eyes. But it's a full, like complete set of almost like powered armor. And that individual is taking the briefcase and handing over a small case with some vials in it.
Does the armor or anything about the vials look familiar at all?
You, not at all. Not the armor, not the. You have, as far as if you're aware, you've never met this individual. And I mean, the vials could be anything.
Oh,
I'm gonna just take my Weaver and just try and take some pictures.
yeah, I was gonna say.
This is where things get funny. Because you're trying to get the right angle, and you're trying to move as quiet as you might think you're moving. But there's a whole lot of debris around you from the construction having, brought in by people. And you're trying to move calmly, and you're shifting like bits of stone and rubble, and some of it does, kick off and go. It creates a bit of an echoing noise where you hear the armor turn go, "Who's there?" And you just see like just the pair of eyes just glow. You are right now looking through your Weaver at this individual staring right at you, RaQui.
You're behind me as well, so I can't see you.
Like, snap, put Weaver away. Just.
The figure in the armor puts a hand out to the 3 individuals and starts walking towards you. Very calmly, very, very collected, just walking towards you.
Walk back. Walk back. Walk backwards.
Where are we gonna go? We can't go backwards. Door's shut.
You don't know. I never said the door was shut.
We don't know the door is shut. We can just go backwards. Just go.
No, yes, you did. You said it closed. It went back into the wall.
I
Into
said
the
it
wall.
disappeared. It went into the wall and disappeared.
Oh, so I thought you meant it closed.
No.
No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
We
so
can
I was with
confirm.
Kat. I thought it had closed on us.
No.
Oh, then
let's
why
go.
are we here?
Go back.
I got a picture. I'm all for going back.
Let's go.
You start running?
I mean, I don't know this person's noticed us.
But
Apart from
yeah,
Ricky's
Being
like,
is walking
Yes, we
straight
do.
towards you.
well, yeah,
Errol,
as soon as you
Errol,
start talking.
Errol, I'm gonna
then-
tell you, you're certain. You've been made.
I'm just gonna. Right. I'm just gonna say. We're looking for those three.
Oh. Any reason in particular? Even
group
more
lost him.
reason. You stepped into a private property. But then let me make a roll for him. Looks and sees the gloves. Says, ah, yes, seekers. Very well. I think we're done here, don't you think? And turning to the other three, he says, May I ask why do you need them?
Just filling out a contract.
Would you give me the details?
Core group lost them.
Right, yes. Seems your tour group misses you. They go, oh, right, yes, and put the little box and put it in the jacket, and move up to the armored guy, like shake hands. Pleasure meeting you. We will be. We'll see you soon. Says, yes, I'm sure we will.
Sure you will.
And they begin to walk in towards you. Says, so, tour guide, yes.
Poor guy. Come on.
How long has it been?
I'm not.
Are we gonna?
Errol's absolutely not moving until everybody else has filed out behind him, and then he will move.
Errol, make an insight check for me.
Yeah. Trying to just get everyone out safely. Oh, that's good. That was good. Oh, come on. Can you see the good or bad? 26.
26. The guy's voice in the armor is kind of muffled. There's some modulation going on that makes his voice deeper. But there is a hint of it. You know this person. You've heard this voice before. With a 26, you have this moment of a flashback of you sitting in an interrogation room, and facing you are the three producers for the virtual idol, and you heard this same voice accepting all the charges put against him.
Yep.
And taking the full blame for everything.
He's gonna.
Then you have another image of
that fucking
that boss, that boss that was presumably taking him to prison, just crashing and him walking out and getting into a limo. With an unconscious halfling in tow.
I'm very much trying not to give anything away on his face.
Make a deception check for me.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make. Okay.
I'm not good at deception.
I'll give you straight. You need to beat a 20.
It's not gonna happen.
You might get a natural.
I did not get a natural.
Oh.
It's not bad. Hang on. 16 best.
As recognition dawns on you, what is the look on your face? What is the emotion that you are not being able to hide?
I think because he is trying to hide it, it comes across as more of a like Errol, man. So it's probably like an intense frown where like it dawned on him and then he tried to hide it, but he's kind of still like, am I sure though? No, I'm definitely sure. And it's like that.
You're fluctuating between serious and oh shit, serious and oh shit.
Just a real intense frown. Like he's either it's like, what? But it's an obvious like, oh. And then but he's not saying anything.
Yeah,
He's trying.
but it's all going through your face, and you see the eyes just glow a bit strong. It says, well, hello there. I knew you seemed familiar. Long time, detective.
Not a detective anymore.
Oh, that's better for me. How about you and I have a conversation?
The conversation.
Yes. Step into my parlor.
Two civilized individuals. He's glancing up though to make sure everybody else is gone.
The people missing from the tour thing, they're going away calmly.
Errol told everybody to go, so he's hoping that the girls left too.
Have the ladies left?
Mm,
Come on. Errol
I would have
clearly
probably
holding the
gone.
line.
I would have probably gone.
Or is Will not casting a guiding bolt?
Not yet.
Not. I am peacefully trying to get everyone out of here.
She would have probably like started taking them up.
Y'all gotta go complete the contract, man.
Please step.
I glance up. Are you still standing there or are you going?
I think about you by this time you look and they're gone. Or they're, turning the corner to go up again.
Okay, if they're gone, then I'll look at him and kind of like incline ahead, like, okay, I'll listen.
Oh, make a perception check for me.
Stupid, but if he tries to run, that's just as risky. Oh, come on, this is going well. Perception, yeah? 21. 22.
As been talking to you, you look back at him, and something you for a moment have something crosses like the top of your gaze. You look up and you see something moving above you.
Is that fucking halfway?
And the only thing you see is it is a very small figure, but it's literally gripping the ceiling, like just with bare hands. What seems like bare hands seems to be wearing some gloves of some kind, but it's very dark and you only see like the silhouette of it and some minor features, but he didn't used to have this, but there's a pair of red glowing eyes looking down at you.
I look up and I look back at this guy and I'm like, a civilized conversation?
My guard is only here looking for my well-being. I'm impressed. Most people don't see him until it's too late. But as I say, he's only there for my protection. I am a businessman. I must have some form of protection.
You get just inclines his head. He's like, oh, I'm not comfortable.
You see him open it, like put a hand to like the breast of the armor, and you hear like a mechanical clicking. And then he puts it on again. He has one of the little flasks. Would you like a sample?
Absolutely not, but thank you very much.
Your loss. He tosses it up, and you see a hand grabs it. You hear the flask has one of those like medicine for like injection, like the little like
a little dart
tip bottle.
sort
Yeah,
of thing.
you hear the click, the little bit of glass falls, and you hear a very loud glug, like swallowing sound, and you just see the two eyes just go
So
stronger red. Your loss. Now what? I think we need to have a conversation on what you may think you saw here.
for our missing trio.
Yes. May I ask that you request your friend to delete any photography she may have taken? I'm a very private person, you see.
I can ask her. I don't know what she's doing with them right now.
I
So
can
should
send my
probably get
associate
back.
to talk to her if you wish.
I will go talk to her now.
You hear him say something. Looking up, you don't recognize the language.
And Errol will Errol's not stupid, so I mean he's very much like, I can go speak to her. The longer that we stand here, the more chance there is that she's sending it on.
Please do. You head up. RaQui, by the time you've reached the top, there is a shadow outside. Make an insight check.
23.
You look outside, and for a moment, the shadow gives you pause, and it's really outside of past the door. It's all mostly covered, but you can see like a shape or outside. For a moment, you're worried, but then you realize it's a car, a vehicle of some sort, has stopped in front of the building, and the door opens with a ring. And when the ring is going to the person that crosses goes, oh shit. And it's Roderick. It's Roderick who's arrived, says, you all call for backup? Anything go? Where the fuck is Errol?
Downstairs. Armor man.
I'm going to show him the picture.
At that point, Errol, you come to the main floor.
I look at everybody and I make a gesture like leave.
You see RaQui does have the phone out.
I need you to delete that.
No.
Errol is very aware that things can be recovered. So he's like, I just need you to delete it so that we can all leave safely.
But it's evidence.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Is this something like an attack on her? Oh no, it's the dex save, so.
13.
You let me make a roll for it. Yeah. You're going there like, but it's evidence, and you feel the ground underneath you begin to give way as a metal fisted hand breaks through and grabs your leg.
She's deleting it. I'm gonna reach out and hold on to RaQui.
Mm-hmm.
Delete it, RaQui.
Yeah, no, I've deleted it.
From below, you just see, and RaQui, you recognize this face.
Crazy
From-
nothing then.
It is, you remember from when you were heading to that final encounter at Lauren Starlight's production office. The gnome that beat the living shit out of Errol in that van is looking at you
yes.
from under the floor with red glowing eyes.
That thing that we ran the van into and nearly chopped in half, and he's still carried on.
Yeah, no, I'm deleting it. Yeah, it's being deleted.
The hand leaves your leg and goes back inside, goes back down.
And like Errol's like just gonna like lift free. Like he's gonna hang on to her just so nothing else can try to grab her from below.
Hmm.
A set of, you hear steps coming up, and out of that hallway through the door comes Sirius in his normal business suit. Goes, I bid you all welcome to join me when the restaurant opens. Until then, please, we are in the middle of remodeling. As you can see, we're taking care of the floor next.
Hmm.
Good luck with your business venture, and then try to like hurt everybody out.
Roderick has no clue what the fuck is going on.
I'm gonna shoot Roderick the look that is like, we're getting out. We're getting
We're
out.
leaving.
Yeah, no, Roderick takes a look at you, looks at the dude, saw what happened with the floor, and he gets it. He goes, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goes away.
Thanks for the ride. This is helpful.
Where the fuck are those
Outside,
three?
what you find outside is not a car. It's a personal aircraft.
Where are our three miscreants?
They're there. They're going, so, tour guide?
Before that, I'm gonna turn and whack Errol. Delete the picture. Delete the picture. It's evidence. Try context next time. Maybe then I won't get hands coming out of the floor grabbing onto me. Context, Errol.
What part of we didn't?
We need to
What part
leave.
of- Look, I just needed to make sure all of you got out safely whilst I stood there and chatted.
Can we
Next
can we
time.
The
leave
door opens.
first?
He goes, for the record, you may want to leave the premises before you start discussing
Exactly.
things.
Yes.
Just word of professional advice.
Errol
he
turns
closes
over
the
his
door
shoulder
again.
and says, "Thank you." Why is he the only one who got it?
No, I also got it. We need to leave. Let's go.
You three with us.
They follow
Like
you.
ringing-
They're happy to follow you.
Ringing the fucking agency.
Roderick, lets you all on, gets on in the pilot seat. He goes, fucking hell, you've been here for 3 days.
I'm like in the middle of like texting Roderick. Like, how the fuck do I don't know what the procedure is here. I was like,
He starts flying and says, why the fuck are you texting me? I'm right here.
We were
Yeah.
walking.
No, we are in an airplane, in an aircraft.
Are we are we all in the aircraft? I thought we were
Yes.
walking.
I
the
said
three
he
idiots.
lifts off.
No,
In which case,
we will explain once we have
Errol
dropped these
doesn't
three
say
off.
shit then, yeah, because we got to drop the three idiots off first.
You call the tour company and they tell you that the tour has now ended, so please drop them off at the office.
Mm-hmm. Yep, will do.
So you fly them off and drop them, and the three guys are like, thank you so much. We'll leave you a great review. Goodbye, and fuck off.
We can we
And
we
you
just
what?
while we're still not quite landed, can we drop them off then? Literally drop.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can. There's a button to open a door, and you can push them out if you want to.
I would like to finish the damn.
Okay, that's fine. It was an option. I'm just saying.
I think when they're in the air, Errol's only remark is to look at Ricky and be like, "Are you okay? How is your leg?" I
Yeah.
know that
You
guy.
didn't get
It's
any
fine.
damage. It simply was a firm grip.
Yeah, it's fine. Would have been better if he hadn't grabbed it in the first place.
Okay,
Agreed.
now those three have gone.
They dropped off. They give you all warm waves and smiles and completely nonchalant, like nothing happened here. Bye bye.
Mhm.
And leave.
There.
Look at it. Okay. You recognize the gnome, right? RaQui.
Yeah, that's a face I didn't think we were going to have to see again anytime soon.
Yeah, I recognized our ex-producer.
Oh,
When he was
once
still
he
in-
appeared in his suit, you knew immediately who it was.
Yep.
I just, Errol's like contextualizing. Yeah, I figured it out when he was still in the suit. He just wanted to chat about what we didn't see and that we didn't have any photographic evidence of it, and then tried to, offer me free samples, which is not a thing that I am doing, but can't be trusted with that shit.
You hear Roderick say, "This is not my business. This is your job, not my business. I'm just here for backup." But you could have taken the sample.
No.
I'm not saying
Errol's
use
like-
it, but take it.
Errol's like, yeah, I could have, in hindsight. Force of habit, okay? I just don't know a thing that I should be trusted around.
Whatever.
It's fine. We can get another one at some point,
I was
potentially.
mostly focused on getting everyone out of there without causing collateral damage.
Okay. Oh, where to now? Back to base?
Back to
Yeah.
base, I guess.
Well, let's go there then.
What is
Maybe-
the procedure for this stuff, Roderick? Do we report
Depends on what
stuff
you
like
mean.
that?
Okay, we need to tell you why we're so freaked out about this. Maybe.
Oh yeah, the downstairs with the, I don't know. What we were
Hey, I don't
looking
know
at.
what you all saw. I just know that you were kind of freaking out, and I went with it because that's what I do. But and you were watching each other's back, which is what I've been telling you all to do from the beginning. So that you're good, but yeah, you may need to contextualize a bit for me, or you could wait until we're back and you inform the higher ups.
Yeah, maybe we just inform the higher ups. I mean, it's not like he doesn't know that we saw what we saw.
I mean, definitely, but
Yeah, yeah.
It's some bad
Like-
news.
It's the same guy that we saw back home.
so we're heading back.
Yep.
Yeah, back to base, please.
hmm
Thank
Okay.
you for coming to get us, Roderick. We were just making sure that we didn't,
Hey, the call came in. I got a call from a silver rank seeker saying that I had to come in and give some backup. So came in and gave some backup.
Mhm.
How the fuck did you know a silver rank seeker? What the? You know what? I don't care. Let's just go. And he flies towards the seeker building, landing at the top, and that's where we're going to take our little break. And we'll move on to the conclusion of this first job afterwards. So we'll see you all in 10 minutes. And we're back. You all arrive at the Seeker building, land on the helipad equivalent, and come down to the reception where you may be able to report on your current assignment. Sother, the receptionist, is there waiting for you. It says, "You're back. Have you completed the task?"
We've dropped them off. We discovered where they were. Yes.
Yes, task completed.
Good. If you will please put they put a hand on almost like a button, and from the reception desk, a section lifts up, and there's like a handprint pad. If you will please put your hands there, we will scan the contents of your glove and the progress of your task. Put your hand and you see the full track of everything you did, where you went, etc. All the details that can be gleaned just from sensors alone. It does, some additional information comes in. For example, Will, yours says, made a call to Aldara, to silver ranked says, and it doesn't come, like it reads where you've been, and then notes start to be filled in on other things. You see another thing comes and says feedback, like client feedback. Another bit comes from, says training notes. And it says, for example, on arrival to the museum, failed to properly explain the situation. And all of that goes into the notes, and it's submitted as very well. Congratulations, you finished your first task. And hands you each essentially it's still gonna be yours. You basically said the money has been transferred to you in your accounts. You're each getting I think since Olo isn't here, you're each getting 1,000. Because Olo didn't participate, so.
Errol wants to ask, who do we speak to if there's additional findings on a case?
Please add them to the notes. For the record, if in the future, if you need to add evidence, if you need to, if you have photographic evidence, if you have audio recordings or anything, you can submit them as part of your report, and it'll go all into our information management. Of course, if it's something pressing, I can contact the guild leader and you can talk to him.
Good to know.
I think it is certainly not good. Maybe I'll submit it in case. Yeah, I'll just submit it.
It might be worth submitting, Errol.
I mean,
Or
they already know that I know.
You see on your gloves that as the thing is reported and says mission complete. You are all seeing points. You see notifications of points. You all get 4 points for this mission. Will gets 6. And it says a +2 bonus for clever use of resources.
I mean,
the job itself from everything seemed to be getting like 3. It says 3 points +1 for requesting backup,
which is good.
At least Errol's understood this. He's gonna add the notes about. What's the worst that can happen? He gets murdered. you'll submit that what they saw and who it was.
Okay, you provide all the information you have on Sirius. Sadly, you don't have photographic evidence. Too bad.
I mean, I feel like Errol will cop to the fact that there was a photograph, and if it can be recovered, great. But he'll cop to the fact that he's the one who asked RaQui to delete it because he felt that getting her out safely was more important.
Because we could try to recover it, but we would require Dr. MriTtyr's Weaver to be able to try to extract it.
How long for?
I don't know. We'll have to ask our technician.
Yeah, I mean, if the technician can let me know how long they need it for, then it's a possibility.
I'll contact him now. You see, Sother picks up a call and says, "Yes, Peacecraft, can you come to the reception? Yeah, we need your help." Okay, see you in a bit. A few minutes pass, and a trap door under, like in front of the reception, literally opens, and this 10-foot snake comes out. And it coils itself, and then you see almost like the skin, like it becomes to melt together, and then it begins to change shape, and a pair of arms and a pair of legs pop out, but it remains like a serpent head with a t-shirt, like a t-shirt and jeans and sandals. It picks out a couple of like glasses and puts them on the serpent head and goes, "Yeah." Oh, yeah, and who needs the thing and the stuff?
So I've just deleted a photo off of my Weaver that would be good to put into evidence. I understand you might be able to do so, but if you have my Weaver, do you know roughly how long you may need it for?
He does this. Just like, gimme.
I pass it over.
Grabs it. Shitty model. Should be a day. He looks at your hand, turns it over, sees the glove. Right, you're the new one. Looks at you over, takes out a measuring tape, goes, "Extend your wings, please."
I extend them.
He grabs one of your wings and just measures it, then measures you top to bottom, your arms, your legs, your beak, your eyes, everything. Just measures every part of you.
I think she usually expects a coffee first before you measure.
Looks at Will and just goes,
"Before you fall desperately in love with me, I don't give a flying fuck about you. But it is tradition that I give people of your rank and of fucking every rank except Pebbles, give them their own unique modules. That's what I do." Anywho, yeah, I have your Weaver. I know what you get up to. I'll find out and I'll make something for you. Goodbye. And once again turns into a snake and goes down the trap door that closes as he leaves. And so there's I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry about him.
Errol just chuckles to himself.
So I guess I have no Weaver for the next day.
If you get it back sooner, good luck. If he hasn't given it back in 3 days, let us know.
Is that a regular occurrence?
Errol,
Hello.
Actually, all of you can make. I can make an insight roll. I'm gonna put the DC at 20.
23.
Um,
You get a natural 20, Errol?
Good. Errol's apparently perceptive today. Or
I'm
insightful, sorry.
clearly too upset that he's just run off with my weaver.
Yep, you are angry.
Yes.
Was
Plus, you
insight
all
or
left straight in the morning and have not had a bite since, and it's been hours, so you're also hangry.
I got you a coffee, but it wasn't Will coffee.
Yeah, that doesn't help in the long run. But anywho, once he leaves, after everything he's done, something clicks for both of you. You've heard this name before. Peacecraft. You've heard that name before.
Mm-hmm.
The modules that the Quiet used were all custom
He's
made.
the guy, the underground guy that no one knows who he is. We were gonna track him down like way back in like the beginning of the campaign, season 1, when we first found out.
Huh?
Errol's like, wait a minute. Is he? Then he's looking at the others like, damn. Just like trying to figure out if he can tell Corin. He's like, probably not. Damn, he'd love that.
So, so there goes. With that, I think we're clear right now. Unless you'd like to take on a quick monster extermination job. The old
No.
Galatea Theater has, some rat problems. And I say rat problems, but not exactly rat problems.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the equivalent of rats.
Errol's down, but Errol's reading the ribbon like, I think my group are more dated.
I mean,
Ricky is very angry. We should probably feed her.
yeah, okay, that is true. Also, I don't know. Probably more useful with a weaver.
I mean,
Sure, I get it. I'll just Roderick, do you want the extermination job? He goes, which one is it? Theater. Rats. No, you know what? I'll leave it to the newbies for tomorrow. It's gonna be a good learning experience.
oh, so
And he fucks off.
what do you want to come figure out Asmodean lore with me? Probably get the basics down before
All right, I can't hear you, Nate.
Errol's just like looking at the other two and thinking, maybe I should go figure out what I'm supposed to do with this list I've got.
You saw, you already have a
this
name.
guy.
You did see this person leave this building.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go figure out what he's dealing with. Anyone? Errol just looks at the others and kind of says, "You know that other job that I've got to take care of?
Mm-hmm.
I should probably I told you about the name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a time limit on this. I know I'm not supposed to avoid it. Well, I'm not supposed to actively avoid it, which I'm not really doing. But I also probably should start trying to figure out how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I might go
Yes, we'll do it in a minute. Let's feed RaQui.
Let's give her some bird feed.
Sure,
I was
do we want to
just
go
about
out
to say
eat?
that.
We can go out to eat if you want to celebrate our first job.
Temptation to be like, yeah, I heard there's a new bar in town.
Yeah, there's a brand new there's a restaurant that you can go to. It's right now remodeling, but after that you can go, and I'm sure there will be a warm reception. Well, you do get a message on your it's a message from Clara saying she's going to be in town for just a couple more days, and then they're shipping her back.
Is she still in hospital?
Yes.
Let's go out to eat. I can get some.
I mean, you just say I can go get some.
I wasn't finished my
Let's go out
sentence.
to eat. I'm
You
gonna go
you
get
just
some.
left it there and said I can go get some. No
I
further.
was trying to think of the word. Okay.
Errol's just like, what is it with you two today?
No, I can get some extra food.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Hey, listen, I'm married, I know the lingo. You go. Have fun.
no, but we are going out to celebrate first, so I can get some good food.
There's a bunch of places nearby. So you find one that suits you and have a great meal. I mean, you all have 1,000 crests, and a great meal puts you back like if you're gonna splurge, puts you back like 200. So it's easy to pay between all of you.
Do a little bit of looking up for different houses on my
Hey,
phone.
you're speaking so low.
You're really
I?
quiet. Yeah, you're really.
Errol's gonna like look up different rentals on his phone while we're sat there.
There are several. The closer you are to the, let's call it borough center, the more expensive they are. It depends on you're looking something for just yourself or, a sharing thing. Multiple rooms for everyone.
Yeah, awkwardly, much like RaQui, he's kind of looking at everything because he's not quite sure what everyone else is thinking. But if we're sat at dinner and he's kind of just looking it up whilst we're chatting, he'll say, so did we think about what we're going to do while we're here? Because we can't stay, at base forever. They've basically given us a couple of weeks to get our feet under us.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it yet. I've had other things to think about.
Well,
That's
there are
a good
rentals.
point that we should probably maybe think about that.
Well, it's
We can food though.
Can I
yeah,
just
I
quickly
realize
ask?
you've got other things
Yes.
in your mind.
What's up?
No. Question for you, Kevin. Do I need my Weaver to pay for stuff, or okay, that's fine. I have other means of payment.
Only if you're used to like having, paying with the kind of those, apps where you scan the phone instead of everything else, but you can pay and there are myriad ways, as many ways as we have to pay, like, cash, card, whatever, that still exists.
Cool. I just wanted to check.
Is RaQui the type of person who has it all in her Weaver though, and it's just like, who carries card and cash around? And then it's like, oh no.
RaQui is a very avid coffee shop person. You have cash.
I was gonna say,
or you go to an ATM regularly.
Like, is it the opposite Errol problem, where Errol's paranoid and probably has a million different ways to pay on him? RaQui is like, nope, I have my most efficient way and my one backup.
Yeah, most efficient and one backup. Yeah,
pretty much.
I have a backup.
Work hard. I know you've got other things on your mind, but I don't know. I wasn't sure what we were thinking, whether or not I'm down. I can rent my own place, or we can figure out if our funds allow us to get a bigger place. But if we're getting a bigger place, I suggest that we have enough space between us that if we have guests, we're not limited on social spaces. Errol says, pointedly looking at Will.
So what you're saying is you rather split the team up?
What? No, I'm saying if you want to stay together, I'm down. I'm just saying there should be extra space for guests and not thin walls.
You don't need to live together, just for the record.
That's what
There
I'm
is
saying.
no
We don't have to.
requirement that you have to live together.
Or we rent like in the same area.
That's another thing, you know. That's you may find that even possible, you know, getting places in different, you know, all in the same building or something, or in the same block. But you don't have to all live together. You're not gonna get penalized by the Seekers Guild for not leaving altogether.
Kevin, why are you trying to split us up? Why?
I'm not. I'm just saying very clearly, much like
It's
real
not a
life, you
requirement.
don't need to all pile together.
But that's what Errol's trying to discuss, because Errol is assuming, and he is talking about rentals. He's not talking about buying a place, because he doesn't live here. He has a house. But he's aware that this is home base now for the foreseeable. So, you know, and he is kind of half assuming Ricky has a house, but isn't leaving her out of this. Like, we could rent somewhere together if we want to all be in one place, or we can be around each other. But if we're renting all one place, the stipulation is you want space.
Okay,
we
well,
get separate places.
Okay, so maybe we get separate places, but in a near place. What place are you been looking already without talking to us?
I literally just talked to you about it. Yeah, this is the discussion that we're having.
That's okay. I understand.
Are you stressing? Don't stress. I'm literally ringing it up now because I was just looking.
It's okay, Errol. It's fine if you want to break the team up.
He looks at RaQui and is like, he's like, your problem, not mine right now. I'm gonna wait for my food.
I'm not helping you out with this one. I'm still sulking. You started this.
RaQui, where are you staying?
Why are you asking RaQui? She's staying with us.
What? Yeah, she's in the base with the rest of us right now, but I mean, were you renting beforehand, or do you own a place, or are you looking to, we could maybe try to get somewhere nearby? Or we can all, as I said, I'm just opening the line of discussion that we can discuss.
This is my home, so I have options. What do you guys want to do?
I gotta get a place to stay either way. And just
Need to speak a bit louder.
I'm not broke. I can rent somewhere myself if need be. No one seems keen on the idea of staying together, but I'd prefer to stay nearby. If we're going to be doing jobs together, we've got to be able to get around together. And not to invite it from the universe, but, you know, shit keeps happening to us, and I would like to be able to get to one of you if you were in trouble.
As you say this, there's a rumble of thunderstorm outside.
Errol, why did you have to say that?
My point is being made. The discussion can be tabled. I'm just opening it.
What I'm hearing is you want to break up the team. You
know
want
what?
your own
Yes.
place?
It's not you, it's me. Is that what we're doing?
I don't think he wants to break up the team, Will. I think he wants an idea of where you're thinking. Would you rather have somewhere on your own, or would you rather have somewhere with other people?
Somewhere with other people. I thought that was kind of obvious with my whole, you're breaking up the team. How do you do this?
Okay,
I thought that was kind of
your
obvious.
team, let's stay together in one place.
Well, not necessarily one place. If we stay in the same building, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I literally was just trying to figure out options.
Okay.
I think Olo's going to want to stay nearby-ish, but probably not with us.
Oh, that's
So
why.
maybe we try to find somewhere.
You know, although he definitely will want his own place.
Yes.
Yeah.
While they're having this debate, can I fire? Oh no, I can't. I don't have my Weaver. Oh, so annoying. Ignore that. Don't worry.
I
watch RaQui
Ah.
around looking for it, and then I just go.
I'm going back to sulking.
Do you want to borrow my Weaver? Do you need to message someone?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Do you want
Yeah.
mine?
No.
Full on sulking.
Aw. You know what?
Okay.
I'll have a look to see if there's anywhere with, apartments available in a block or in the same building.
I'll make an investigation check if you want to check that out.
Can I aid?
Sure.
As we have now started to be antisocial and
Sit on our phones at dinner.
yeah.
We're
Well.
talking. This is a discussion. Is
14.
this with advantage now then?
No.
no, we're rolling
With A,
separately.
you just give him advantage.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on. I rolled a 14 and my investigation +3.
17.
So 17.
You're looking through. Here's pretty much how it works. It really, you can find whatever you want across the city. It really depends on where you want to stay. Do you essentially want to stay? Do you want, for example, would you want to rent in this district while you're working in this district and then, move as you go? Or do you want to find a place in town, in Cardiff where you will stay and then, quote unquote, commute from there? It depends on what you want. Depending on the borough, much like it is in any city, the prices change. And within the borough, the closer you are to the city, to the borough center, the prices change as well.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, anything that is not, tourist place or big important, for example, the three central districts are, government, banking, markets, etc., which are like the core of Cardiff. Those are fully expensive. Like a flat, a decent flat is going for like $3,000 to $4,000 a month. In a district like Avis, about half of that, because it is very tourist trappy, and there's a lot of entertainment venues. There's a lot of it's a very big like art scene, entertainment scene. So it's the kind of thing that attracts buyers. For example, there's another district. For example, there's a borough called Minas, which is more the industrial warehouse district. That one, you can get a decent sized apartment for like 900, like 800 to 1,000 crests a month, which is that's as cheap as you go. Every other place you get to, it's it depends on what let's call it what that borough is about, and how attractive it might be as a living space.
Errol passes this information on.
Don't make a decision now. After the game, I will provide you with a list of, the 9 boroughs and what, their, call it role, so to speak, and everything is. So, you can make a decision of where you want to stay.
I do think finding somewhere semi-central that we could just stay would be a good idea, because then we can kind of get around.
Errol, are you kind of showing the apartments that you're finding?
Yeah, he'll sort
Are
of
you sharing
talk about them and look through, because he's open to the discussion. So he's.
Do I recognise any of them as being in the same apartment block as my own flat?
If you're at some point, you do look in, the ADIS district, just your borough. And sorry, yeah, Avis. Sorry, the one you are in is ADIS. Avis is the one, the central one. Sorry, I keep mixing the two up.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, a bit of coughing. Or you do see buildings in the vicinity of your own. A few blocks away, and such. You got your flat a long time ago. When I think you could have even gotten yours when the building was being built, like just pre-purchased the thing. But yeah, there's places nearby. But it's expensive. It's really expensive.
More expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the kind of thing where if you're gonna be living there, you might better get a flat that has 3-4 rooms, which is gonna ring for about like $5,000 a month, and just break it down between the different occupants.
Okay. What about like the borough next, like the next door borough from her? Does it get cheaper?
No, the 3 districts are pretty much the same price range.
Okay.
Like the 3 central districts.
And she's super central. Got it.
Which are Avis, Domus, and Sigis. They pretty much have the same price. For example, Avis is all about government, embassies, and like major establishments, like big university hospitals, for example, where RaQui used to work. Domus is stock exchange, markets, that sort of thing. And the 3 boroughs are very much the heart of Cardiff. Domus is the primary, let's call it port. That's all the aircraft, everything goes there. So they're busy places. They're places, and a lot of rents and stuff happens from foreign dignitaries, merchants, etc. So it's let's call it affluent boroughs. It's a great place, if you have a place to live there, it's a great place to live, but it is costly. Main difference for RaQui is that RaQui doesn't need to pay. She she owns her apartment.
That's fair. Does RaQui say anything as we're flicking through, or?
No.
Well, I mean, we should talk about this when Olo's back.
Mhm.
We've not heard from him, so.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout.
I drop him another message and just say, if you're not back in the morning, I will worry.
No response. Hey. So, and for the record, I will be charging you money at the end of every month. Something that usually Shadowrun crews do a lot in their game. You need to pay for your lifestyle. You'll be part of this arc because you don't own shit here.
So once we've had food and stuff and thought about what we're actually gonna be doing, I am going to have a few extras packaged away in a little
A doggy bag.
Yeah.
Le doggy bag.
And I will leave you guys because I'm gonna go pay a visit to my friend in the hospital.
And so you leave, heading towards the hospital, and you get there, and it's later in the day, so you only have some limited time before you're effectively kicked out, though you are well aware that Clara can easily intimidate anyone from the hospital into changing the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive, and it's been a lot of progress in a day. Usually magical medicine works that way. It's medicine used to set things up, and then there are methods to accelerate healing a bit. But she is already most other attractions just has one cast on her arm and one leg.
There's no beam telling off or anything like that before I go in.
No,
I kind of go very slowly just in case.
No, you do see that some of the nurses give the room a wide berth, and only go there. One of them is going to the door and has this moment of personal debate of, do I really need to go in there? Looks at it, looks at his window, goes, maybe 5 minutes, and leaves. You go in, have a nice meal with Clara. I'm gonna have, because you have a nice, healthy, passive perception.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking to her and you see a red dot appear on her body and go.
Hell no.
What do you do?
I go in front of her. I don't care if it means I straddle on top of her. I'm like, nope.
Do you say anything or just lunge?
I'm like, no, not happening.
He's very confused.
Yep.
I'm gonna make. You push her down and make a roll for her. She thoroughly misreads the situation.
That's fine. She can misread the situation if she wants to.
Until the window explodes.
Yep.
He goes, what the fuck?
Yep.
She grabs you with the good arm and rolls to the other side of the bed.
Okay.
As you hear a thunk, and then 3 individuals crash through the window with in full tactical gear, masks, goggles, and rifles, and aim in your direction. And that's where we're going to leave our session.
Oh, no.
And the end of 2022.
Put a pin in that. So it's spicy today, Gavin. Well,
Merry
fun.
Christmas.
That laugh is not the laugh of Santa, it's the laugh of evilness.
Krampus.
Well, ho, 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 ho.
No, don't do that.
Please, for the love of God, clip that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that is the end of our session. Congratulations to everybody for for completing the first job. And yes, you will be getting points based on performance. I will never tell you if you're doing things correct or wrong, but there's an internal logic that determines, if, for example, I could have predicted, and I'm sorry, Ash, for saying this, but if Olo had been here, likely would have said something to one of the clients that would have cost you some points.
Mhm.
But yeah,
We did
as
all right.
you earn these, you will rank up, and there is perks with ranking up. And yes, I am fully 100% admitting to be ripping this shit off straight up from the Trails games. I love them, so fuck it. I'm going to be using them. So magical gear, filament modules, weapons, shit will fly your way as you rank up.
Woo! We like things.
Yeah.
No, this was good. We did good. We did good, guys. Look at
Yeah.
us. We finished a
And
job.
you've made new old friends.
New old friends.
Mm.
Friends is a strong. They did not murder me this time.
No, which is
Who
great.
knows? You may run into each other again. Who knows?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I am
Mhm.
sure it'll be fine. It'll all be friendly. I know Errol is desperate for some quality time with a gnome. Some friendly tussle.
Yeah, turns out next year we do the flip and Errol's actually just a bad guy. Joins them.
We'll see. So yeah, that's gonna be it for us for tonight. We'll see what happens with Will and Clara in the new year.
Mhm.
I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Good game, everyone. Yeah.
It's just, it's Clara. She'll destroy half the hospital and
Yeah.
try to get away with it.
Well,
Yeah.
they were shooting at me. I had to do something.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, exactly.
all for us for tonight. And this is the last game on this channel for this year. We'll be resuming all our series early January. And I still likely will be streaming a few days, but just video games and such. But for the most part, that's in terms of all the tabletop review stuff. Before we go, just quickly go and people can tell you who they are, who are playing, and where you can find them in dark corners of the internet if they so wish to tell you. So, Kat.
Hi, I am Kat, and I have been playing RaQui. Let's go to Nate this time.
I'm Nate. I've been playing Errol. You can find me on Twitter while Twitter still survives as Tiniest Sidekick. That's where I am at the minute. Over to you, Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I played Will, and you can also find me on Twitter at JJ_squishy1990. And thank you, Kevin, for running the games this year. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back then in January, and yeah, we'll see if we start if we start a year fresh with the TPK.
None of us are there. It's just a W. Okay.
But yeah, those of you joining us in the chat, thank you all for coming. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for the clips. Thanks for the points. Megan, you are being refunded your points. We didn't use them. And I may have plans for creatures, Megan, but we'll talk.
Get off, Megan, quick. Run away. Get out of here.
I will send you more sweets if you do not.
With bribery.
Bribery.
You send tweets, I send hard cold cash. I win.
Yeah,
True.
But yeah, thank you all for joining us. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time.